Hey Avish, how's it?
Hey, Sid, how you doing, buddy?
Awesome, man. As you mentioned off air, we do have a lot to discuss. We'll get the ball rolling. So, what are your quick thoughts on India's loss to New Zealand in the ODI series? And Mitchell was the man of the series, so well deserved.
Surprising, very surprising. Uh, I was a bit disappointed in the Indian bowling. I thought the Indian
Mm,
bowling was quite poor in the
that's
series. I mean, the last game, let's be honest. I mean, King Kohli again came up trumps, but the rest of the top order really let him down badly.
that's true.
And the funny thing is that partnership with Harshit, and Harshit is actually turning himself into quite a capable lower order player. Um, I was just telling my bro, I was watching the game with him, and I told him that, as long as Kohli is there, this game is not over. And it was not over. It was not over until Kohli was dismissed. That you could
Mm,
say, you know what, this game was done and dusted. So, I mean, fantastic effort from New Zealand, man. I mean, they seem to be India's bogey side for some reason in in bilateral series. So another tick in the boxes in India, and I think they become the fourth team to win an ODI and a Test series in India, along with Australia, SA, and I think Pakistan, if I'm not mistaken. So
wow.
that's a good feat. That's a good feat, eh?
Yeah,
So
that's
congratulations to the Kiwis. Surprising result for me, but India will learn for it. They'll get better. But
yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
good effort from the Kiwis, eh?
Yeah. All right. We get to the T20 side of it. So for India is winning 2-0. I know UV had a very optimistic 5-0 prediction, and then I pushed him for another prediction at I think he predicted then 3-2. So maybe if he's lucky, New Zealand win the last three. I think they're playing another ODI today, the third one. But I'm gonna say it'd be good
T20.
for the series
T20.
if New Zealand do win the third one today, actually. It'd be good for the series if they win it today, but something tells me India might just wrap it up today.
Sid, I was just talking about it last week. This Indian T20 side is a different beast. I mean, this Indian T20 side is an absolute juggernaut in this format. They're the best team in this format, and you can see the way they play T20 cricket compared to the way they play other formats is totally different. They've got this aggressive style, fearless approach to the batting. Whatever score is in their way, they will try and chase it down. And I mean, let's be honest, those two games were absolute batting. I'd say batting exhibitions from India. The first one when they posted 234,
Hmm.
there was some brilliant knocks there from Abhishek and Rinku as well. Getting them to 234, which was a mammoth score, is never going to be
Yeah.
chased down by New Zealand, no matter how you look
Hmm.
at it. But I was more impressed with the chase on Friday. So,
Mm.
I mean, that was an absolute pounding. I mean, the way they
Yeah.
chased it down in with 28 balls to spare, that was quite resounding for me. So this
Hmm.
Indian T20 side is an absolute juggernaut at the moment. I mean, rightly so favorites going into the World Cup. And I'll stick to my prediction. I think this is going to be a very, very tough series for New Zealand. It could I? It, I'm looking at 4-1 here.
Yeah, I think
4-1 to
you
India.
did predict. Yeah, I think you did predict that before it
Yeah,
started.
I'd
So you,
probably go 4-1. Eh? Yeah,
yeah,
I'd probably go
no,
4-1. I think this Indian T20 side is on another level compared
yeah,
to the other formats.
mhm,
And I think it's crazy to say this.
mhm.
It's crazy to say this. I mean, they are the defending champions, but this T20 side looks a lot better than the one that played in 2024.
That's true. That's true. Actually, I
Hmm.
was saying that I remember that you did predict for one before the series started. I went 3-2 to India, and then UV went 5-0, and then I made him go with another one because I thought it was crazy.
Controversial, Yogi. Controversial,
Uh,
Yogi.
he likes adding a bit of masala to things. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Okay, so we'll get to the next agenda. Oh, okay, there's. Oh, here it is. Let's give a quick thoughts on England and Sri Lanka, and I believe the best ones for last. What's your thoughts so far? So far, it's 1-1 actually between these two nations. I know Brooke was not very complimentary on the pitch of the second ODI. So, what were your thoughts on it so far?
Honestly speaking, sir, if England really played with their brains, they could have been 2-0 up. They could have been 2-0 up
Oh,
because they should have won the first one. I mean, it was 140 for two in the first game. I think it was Root and Root and Duckett, if I'm not mistaken, who were batting in that first game. So they look quite assured in that first game. They should have won that first game, sir, and they should have been 2-0 up. But I mean, credit to Sri Lanka. I mean, the one thing about Sri Lankan pitchers, I'll be honest with you, if you can make a score of 270, 280, you win the game. You win the game. If you've got good spinners, you win the game, big time. And Sri Lanka showed it. I mean, they all round skills really came to the fore in that first game. But England
mhm.
came back with vengeance in that second game, I think. And Ruti again in the runs. I mean, he's such a fantastic player, sir. I mean, all formats for England. So it's 1-1 at the moment, but England could have been 2-0 up. But I think if you look at it in balance, it's quite fair at the moment. So it's going to be an interesting finale. Eh?
Yeah, that's true, eh? I'm just trying to wait for the thing to refresh. For some reason, I have to find. I was trying to see if the SA West Indies one would load. So until that one loads, let's just do the SA20. Today is actually the final, actually. Sunrisers against Pretoria Capitals, captained by UV's favorite player, Kesha. Who would have thought it? These two teams.
Yeah,
Although Sunrisers,
yeah,
sorry. Mhm.
yeah. I mean, who would have thought? But I'll be honest with you, these are two of the best teams in the tournament so far. Let's be
Yeah,
honest,
that's
they
true.
played the most consistent cricket. So, I
Mm.
mean, rightly so, these two teams are in the final.
Mhm.
Sunrisers, for some reason, guys, I mean, they just find a way, man. They are probably the best franchise in this. So ever since the SA20 really, came to the fore, they've been the
Mhm.
most consistent franchises. I mean, two wins, two-time champions, and four finals in a row. I mean, fantastic feat. I think Adrian Beryl, as a coach,
Mhm.
he's done so superb with this team. I mean, and the amazing thing is, sir, they've had so many changes this season with players coming out, and most notably Markram and Bartman. Bartman
Mhm.
was such a good dead bowler for them for so many years, and Markram, I mean, Aiden's captaincy and batting. But they still made it to the finals. So, I mean, Nokia has been superb, Besto has been superb, Kuni has had his moments, has been a bit inconsistent. But I think as a whole, sorry, Jordan Herman as well. He's been superb as well for Sunrisers. So they've been a very good unit. Everybody is kind of chipped in there, and they're very efficient. They're a very efficient team, this Orange Army of Sunrisers, and rightly so in the final. And Pretoria Capitals, they've had an up and down season, but I mean,
Yeah.
they have played consistent cricket. And I'll be honest with you, there've been so many no results in this tournament. It's put a bit of a damper, and I think it's kind of damaged teams like the SG's chances as well because there's been so much of rain and inclement weather that's really hampered this tournament. But Pretoria played some good cricket as well, man. You got to give it to them. So I think two of the best teams in the finals,
Mhm.
and my money is on PC this time. Go PC.
Yeah, me too, eh? For some reason, mine is saying Sunriser, but the heart is saying PC, so I'll go with the heart for some reason.
I think it would be good to have a new winner.
Me too.
But I mean, they right of the Sunrisers at Chapel. I mean, they are fantastic unit. I think that
But
they're the best drilled unit in SA20. So yeah, I think on history you'd
mhm.
probably go Sunrisers, but I mean PC did trounce them in that first qualifier. So I think it's anyone's game. I think it's closer than we think. It's a potential 50-50 game. Who's won the
Yeah.
toss, by the way?
For some reason, a PC is playing gymnastics, so let me just use my phone while I'm talking. Yeah, that's okay. It's fine. Give me a second. Oh. Ah. Oh yeah, Sunrisers chose to field.
Okay, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say that. Who would you be? Who'd say a players to watch for Sunrisers? Who do you think would be like the one that'll change the game?
Look, definitely Nokia. I think he's bowled
Yeah.
beautifully. He's been superb. I mean, Quinny, uh,
Hmm.
you never know with him. I mean, he's such an electric player. You can just turn it on.
Hmm.
Besto for me. Stubbs.
Oh yeah.
There's quite a
Hmm.
few. Uh,
Yeah.
from the PC side, who do you think?
PC side, I would say if I look at the squad, definitely. Oh, Brevis, Ruby's favorite player, and
Absolutely, absolutely.
then there's what's this guy's name? Oh yeah, Rutherford, Sherfan
Yeah,
Rutherford, and then I would have to say another one of UV's favorites, Keshav Maharaj. I'm really joking
yeah. I
about
mean,
that
to be
part.
honest with you, I mean, whatever you can say, Keshav has bowled quite decently in the last few
Yeah,
games, huh?
yeah,
And obviously
yeah.
Brevis. I mean, Brevis fireworks at Kingsmead in the first qualifier was
Yeah.
superb as well. So he's getting into form at the right time just before the World
Hmm.
Cup. So fingers crossed. And Rutherford has been superb as well. I mean,
Yeah.
he's bailed PC out for quite a few times you know, in this
Mhm.
tournament. So yeah, those are the players to watch for me as well. I think from PC's point of view. Yeah,
Oh, okay. No, what I was trying to say that I did see Sunrisers making it to the finals of how well they played, but I was more interested in seeing JSK and well, the other two were more like were more sentimental. So I think as you said it's fair. These two were more deserving. All right, we'll get to the next agenda. Let's actually go to the SA squad here against West Indies. They're playing about three T20s from what I can see here. Okay, and that's actually on Tuesday, by the way.
yeah. Can you
Okay,
believe
let me
it?
go through. Yeah, no, it's quick and okay. Yeah,
It's
let's
cricket.
go.
It's cricket. It's cricket. I mean, every day you put your telly on, there's some kind of game. So amazing.
Okay, okay. On ESPN, they don't mention the West Indies squads. I can just give you the SA squad here. Aiden Markram, Corbin Bosch, David Brevis, Quinton de Kock, Ruben Herman, Marco Jansen, George Linder, Keshav Maharaj, Kwena Mapaka, Lungi Ngidi, Andre Notkia, Kakiso Rabada, Ryan Rickleton, Jason Smith, and Tristan Stubbs. What do you think of that squad?
Yeah, that's a very strong squad, Sid. I mean, that's kind of a squad that you'd probably take to the World Cup as well. I mean, we can
Hmm.
talk about the injuries to Muller, which has been unfortunate.
Yeah.
Uh, but it is what it is. I mean, I mean, injuries are part of sport. So,
That's true.
unfortunately, it's Miller's a doubt. Lungi's a doubt. You know, I think Lungi's ruled out of the World Cup now, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, there've been quite a
Yeah.
few injuries, but I mean, I'm looking at that squad. That squad looks so decent to me. It's a stronger squad that you can put up for SA at the moment. I mean, those are the players that are on form. Let's be
Hmm.
honest, and those are the players that deserve to be in the squad. So solid squad. I'm
Hmm.
going 2-1 SA, 2-1 SA because I think the Windies are too good.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, there's definitely a win in them here or there. But yeah, my heart's going 2-1, eh? 2-1 to SA
Uh,
in the series.
yeah, a little on the heart. I think even the mind would
And
go
and,
2 on.
and,
Which
and
would
and
be
I think it'll be a good morale booster going into the World Cup. If they can win the series 2-1.
yeah, that's true. I agree with you. It's just that it depends. Oh, yeah, they're playing at Paul. Well, that's a subcontinental type of pitch. So I think that's kind of good. They're playing these venues, these matches in such venues actually. Because let me just double check something quickly. The venues quickly. Sorry about that. Let me just
Yeah,
check
sure.
quickly. Wait. Okay, the first one that Paul, the second one that Centurion, or third one is in Johannesburg. Well, Joburg isn't really subcontinental, but that's okay. If you have the first two, the kind of subcontinental type of pitches, then it's okay. Although Joburg can be really flat, so maybe it is somehow.
Yeah, I was going to say expect a run fest in Centurion because Centurion always is a bit of a run fest. So expect a very high scoring game in Centurion and Joburg as well. I mean, Joburg can really turn it on as well. So I think the last two games are going to be very, very high scoring, sir, and very good for the spectators as well. So yeah, exciting. And yeah,
Okay.
my money is in the Proteas to go 2-1.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, let's go to the T20 World Cup now. Okay, now we can have a bit of maja with us because we have so much time to play with. Okay, let's look at the table.
Can we get the elephant out of the room? Can you get the elephant out
Sure.
of the room? Bangladesh obviously
Oh,
have been
yes, yeah, yeah. I was
expelled from
gonna
the
leave
World
that for
Cup.
the yeah, I was gonna leave that for the end actually, but you
Uh,
beat me to it.
I mean,
Yeah, so what are your thoughts on
we
that?
don't want to go into the politics side of it.
Mm,
We
mm,
want to
mm.
keep the politics out, but I mean, unfortunately, politics has shown its ugly head again. But it is what it is. Bangladesh did not agree to the terms that India, put to them, and obviously their stubbornness now
Mm.
has meant that they don't play a World Cup, and I kind of feel for the players in a way, so, because this is
Yeah.
a dream for a player to play in a World Cup, in any World Cup for that matter. But it is what it is, and Scotland take their spot. So take
Yeah.
it away. Let's go through the groups.
Yeah, I was just gonna, but then have you also heard that Pakistan are also kind of contemplating? So imagine if you have them in the T20, not with them T20 World Cup, then it becomes a bit of a
Yeah, but
just
I think Pakistan is taking a U-turn because the ICC have obviously sent a warning to Pakistan that if they don't participate in this World Cup, they will be banned from all bilateral tours.
yeah. So I think they'll do they'll do a taco.
They they'll-
Although I
they will swallow their pride and they will play in the World Cup. Yeah.
uh, have you heard of the term taco?
But listen. Pakistan not being there is a massive loss for the tournament because I
Yeah,
mean India and Pakistan is the most watched game. So imagine the financial loss for at a tournament. I mean Bangladesh we can understand, but Bangladesh
yeah.
I don't think they're that big a figure in terms of
Mm,
team as a team in the World
yeah.
Cup as
Mm,
Pakistan is. If Pakistan doesn't participate, that would be catastrophic for the World Cup.
mm, mm. But I don't think Pakistan are going
Yeah,
to go through with it because, as you said, the ICC will sanction them and then they won't be able to play any cricket. So I think they're just trying to scare people.
absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, let's go through the group that just said. Group A's got India, Namibia, Netherlands, Pakistan, and USA. Okay, which two teams do you think are going to go through the first group?
I think if Pakistan learned anything from the last World Cup, don't take the USA lightly.
Hmm.
And I think they probably learned from their mistakes. So I'd still go India to top the group and Pakistan
Mm-hmm.
to finish second. But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, who would be the banana skins for you in that group? Because Netherlands have
Oh,
proved to be a decent sized T20,
that's true. That's a
and
good point. Mhm.
and so has Namibia as well. So I think
Mhm.
if Pakistan and India, I mean, I'm expecting India to top the group either
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
I
They're
think
playing
if
at
Pakistan drop their guard, I
yeah.
mean, those teams could cause them problems. So I think it's in the best interest of Pakistan not to drop their guard against a team like Netherlands or Namibia because they're kind of rising powers. What do you
Mhm.
think?
No, I agree with you. In fact, if Yubi was on the chat with us, he would have probably said India and USA. And you know what's ironic? He got it right. Remember, he had called it, and I was laughing my head off when he had made that prediction. You were witness to that. But yeah, let's say
Yeah, but
hypothetically,
I
if
mean,
Pakistan. Pardon? Hmm.
I think Pakistan, they probably going into the tournament with some good form as well, and some of the key players are on form as well. So I expect them to get through at least this time. As long as they don't lose their head in any of those games, I expect them to go through. So
But
yeah, India and
hypothetically,
Pakistan probably.
but let's say hypothetically, if Pakistan don't make it through the group, which can happen, I'll say, call me crazy, I'll probably go with India and USA again.
Interesting. I actually fancy Namibia. I think
Okay.
Namibia is getting better and better.
Okay.
And you got the likes of David Visa there as well, who's obviously
Mm-hmm.
changed, you know,
Mm-hmm.
nationalities. I mean, he did play some games for the Proteas, and then he moved over to Namibia as well. So I mean, they've got a decent side. I think Erasmus as well, the captain, is a decent player. So I
Mm-hmm.
would go Namibia if Pakistan were to do a Pakistan thing. But I think on the balance of play at the moment, I'd still go India and
Mm-hmm.
Pakistan. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I like this. Let's add permutations to it. So India, USA, and you say India and Namibia. Okay, cool. Cool. I like it.
India,
All right.
Pakistan, or Namibia. Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, of course. All right. We got a
Sure, sure.
group B: Australia, Ireland, Oman, Sri Lanka, and Zimbabwe. Oh, this is a very interesting group. Hmm, this is tough. Oh, Um, I'll go with Australia and Sri Lanka, just to be conservative.
Yeah, I mean, if I look at this group, it's interesting. I mean,
Hmm.
Zimbabwe can't be taken lightly, and neither can
Yeah,
Ireland. But
yeah.
I'll, 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 I'll I'll be more interested in what kind of pitches are prepared in Sri Lanka, because I think most of the games in this group is probably going to be in Sri Lanka, if I'm not mistaken, because Sri Lanka are obviously playing their games at home.
Hmm.
They're co-hosting it. So I'd still go Australia and Sri Lanka. I'd still go Australia and Sri Lanka. I think Zimbabwe could probably finish third in this group,
Okay.
potentially, but Australia and Sri Lanka for me, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. But let's add a permutation to it just to make it a bit more fun. So I would expect Australia to go through. If Sri Lanka don't make it through, I will go, but I'm going to be a bit sentimental. Australia, Zimbabwe.
I'd also go Zimbabwe. However, I don't think Sri Lanka will make it because they're playing at home. It'd be an absolute embarrassment
Oh
if they
yeah.
don't make it through. I mean, being a
Oh yeah, of
home
course. I
home
forgot
World Cup
about
and
that.
stuff.
I really
Yeah.
forgot about that. So okay. But
So
of course,
yeah, I mean,
I prefer to make it to
Australia at World
yeah.
Cups, you really can't discount. You can't
Yeah, yeah.
discount. But yeah, I mean, the Sri Lankan spinners. I mean, those other teams are going to really have their work cut out. So
Yeah.
uh, Zimbabwe probably, but it's far fetched. So yeah, probably. I'd still go Australia and Sri Lanka.
Cool. All right.
And Sri Lanka could potentially top this group as well. They could potentially top this
Hmm.
group if they beat Australia. So don't discount Sri Lanka topping this group. Yeah.
Sure. I have forgot about Sri Lanka having matches at home. So let's add a bit more masala to it. If Australia for some reason don't perform in this T20 World Cup, you could have maybe Sri Lanka and call me crazy. I think Sri Lanka and Ireland maybe.
I would go Zimbabwe, but
Okay.
if you want to go Ireland, that's fine.
No, I was only saying Australia don't perform because for some reason if the pitches are really
Mm.
weird, then Australians like true pitches. They're not very good at tricky pitches. That's what I'm saying. I'm
Lovely
thinking.
pitches, lovely pitches. Yeah,
Okay.
that is the threat. That is the threat, sir, because you never know what you're gonna encounter in Sri Lanka. Because
Yeah.
if Sri Lanka really kind of doctor those pitches, I think Australia could have the work cut out.
Yeah, that's true, eh?
Yeah,
Uh,
possibly.
I wonder. So, okay, but we'll stick to the originals, Sri Lanka and Australia. Okay. I must check where the venues are for Australian matches, but it's fine. We'll look at Group C quickly.
I think it's
England.
probably Colombo.
Uh-huh.
Probably Colombo, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go Group C quickly. England, Italy, Nepal, Scotland, West Indies. Lovely to see West Indies back in the T20 World Cup. I know they weren't playing in the last one. I didn't even think they didn't even qualify. I would have thought of that. That was pretty crazy. I'll go with England and West Indies just to be conservative.
Yeah, I think this one is a lot easier to predict, sir, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Uh, because, I mean, those other teams, Italy, I mean, fantastic that they made it
Hmm.
to. I mean, what an achievement for Italy, man. Who would have thought? Joe Bunce,
Hmm.
changing nationalities and going to play for Italy. He's got the Italian,
Hmm.
he's of Italian descent. So amazing, amazing story there.
Hmm?
Italy being in the World Cup. So the other team is Oman. Am I right?
No, no. England, Italy, Nepal,
Nepal,
Scotland. Yeah, yeah.
Nepal, Nepal,
Scotland,
and
Scotland, West Indies.
Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'd still go. I'd still go England and West Indies in this group. I think this one is a lot easier than the others to predict.
That's
So
because
yeah,
Bangladesh is not in there. That's why.
absolutely, absolutely. If Bangladesh was here, it probably could have turned it into a bit of a masala. But
Hmm.
I think now it's a lot easier, and England will enjoy those pitches in India as well if they're high scoring.
Oh,
Yeah. So
okay. So this is
potentially
huh?
West Indies can top this group, sir. Potentially
I hope
West Indies
so.
can top this group.
Yeah, let's add a bit of masala into this permutations. Let's say, okay, okay, if England top the group, I would expect Scotland to go through. But if West Indies top the group, when England don't perform, which can happen, then you could have West Indies and I would say West Indies and Scotland. Yeah, as those radical permutations.
You know what I'm looking at rising forces at the moment. I'm looking at
Hmm?
Nepal. I think Nepal is actually a force at the moment, kind of a rising force. I mean, the support that Nepal gets is unbelievable, and they are a cricket mad country. So they are one of
Yeah.
those nations that are kind of rising at the moment. So I would probably go Nepal to finish third in this group. And if there was some kind of hiccup from one of those big teams, I think they would be the ones that could make their way in the next round. But my money is still on England and West Indies.
Yeah, yeah, that's a given actually. You know, Nepal actually nearly beat
Yeah.
South Africa in that last T20 World Cup, if you remember.
Absolutely, and I think they did beat the Windies last year in the T20 series as well. So don't
Oh,
discount Nepal. Yeah,
I haven't seen much of them, so I wasn't even giving them much of a shot. But I'll be happy to see them.
yeah.
All right, we'll get to the last one of the group, Group D. Afghanistan, Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, UAE. Oh, this is a really tough one because I see Afghanistan there. I'll be conservative. New Zealand and South Africa because New Zealand is just too damn solid. I know New Zealand were pathetic in the last T20 World Cup, but I don't think they'll be pathetic in two World Cups in a row. So New Zealand, South Africa, yeah. Hmm.
I mean, if you ever want a group of death, this is it. This is the group of death
Yeah.
for me. I mean, you got three decent teams in that are, that are that are grouped. Yeah. So, you know what? Afghanistan have been such a force in T20 cricket, and you really, really can't
Mhm.
discount them. I honestly think the Proteas will top this group. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at New Zealand and Afghanistan. What a game that could be. That could be the game that could decide who finishes second.
Okay. Let's look at the fixtures quickly. Okay. All right. Uh, oh yeah, yeah. They're playing at Chennai. Ooh, that could suit Afghanistan.
Ooh, that's gonna be one hell of a game. You know, this group could actually fall on net run rate. You know, who has a better net run rate at the end of the day could actually go through. So my money is still on, as you said, SA and New Zealand to go through because New Zealand, they've shown what they are capable of in tournaments, and they always rise in tournament play. And SA, obviously, they have a very strong side this time going into the World Cup. They're going in with two spinners as well. I mean, Linda and Keshav, and they've got a power pack batting
Mhm.
lineup. So I expect them to get out of this group. The bare minimum. But Afghanistan, you really can't discount them. You really, really can't discount them, sir, for some reason. So yeah, if there is a bit of an upset, I think it could be New Zealand. Yeah, it could be. I haven't been impressed with them in this T20 series against India. I don't know what kind of mindset they'll be if they get beaten really badly in the series against India. What mindset they would take into the World Cup. So Afghanistan is a real banana skin in this group. So it could be SA in New Zealand or SA in Afghanistan. That's how I see it. How do you see it?
Similar to you, but you could also, I know South African fans are not going to hate me, but you could also see New Zealand, Afghanistan.
Mm. I mean, it's cricket at the end of the day. Anything is possible. But I think SA
And
going in with
that
the
is
squad,
T20 cricket.
it's T20 cricket. It's T20
Yeah,
cricket.
let me see.
You know.
Let's see where SA is going to be playing at. Okay, they're playing in Ahmedabad. Nah, SA will cruise that. That's against Canada anyway. It's in Ahmedabad, and that will suit our bowlers. SA in Afghanistan and Ahmedabad. Now we'll have Maja there. Ahmedabad is a fair pitch. That's a lovely pitch, actually. You see, Ahmedabad is more of a Western type of surface, if I'm correct. I know they've had a few
For
weird
sure.
surfaces, but I think for a T20 World Cup, I
Yeah.
think then okay, let's see the last what the feathers is here happening. Oh my God, SA is playing 3 matches in Ahmedabad. They can have an advantage here in this T20 World Cup. Okay. SA New Zealand, well, that could go either way. And then the last match SA will be playing is at Delhi. Ooh. Okay, well, UAE, though, I expect SA to thrash UAE and Delhi.
You
Had
know,
SA played Zealand and Delhi, that would
yeah.
have been interesting.
What I think actually works in SA's favor
Mhm.
is the first two games are not really difficult games. I would think for SA and playing in Ahmedabad,
Hmm.
playing Canada and playing Afghanistan, so they kind of have an advantage. So they could have probably could win. They could have, probably could be 2 out of 2 going into New Zealand. So they would be an advantage. If my memory serves me correct, is New Zealand and Afghanistan are they playing themselves respectively in the first game? If I'm not mistaken, can you check that for
Yeah,
me?
that's a good question. Sure, no problem. Let's go to the very top here. Okay, the first one is Netherlands Pakistan. That's Pakistan to win at Colombo. Yeah, I don't expect anything. Oh yeah, you're right. That is the first game. That's at
Wow,
Chennai. Hmm.
that's a banana skin. That is a potential banana skin for New Zealand. That is a
And that too
potential
in
banana
Chennai.
skin for New Zealand. And in Chennai, and in Chennai. So I give Afghanistan a decent chance in the game. I think it's probably
Yeah.
55-45 in
Hmm.
favor of New Zealand, but I give
Hmm.
Afghanistan a decent chance because it's played in Chennai and because Afghanistan had such great spinners in their side. What do you think?
No, I
Really
agree.
exciting game.
Part of me is thinking that because Afghanistan is playing at Chennai, I won't be surprised if they win it.
Yeah, absolutely. Myself as well. Which means New
Hmm.
Zealand against SA is probably going to be a must-win game for New Zealand. And how poetic would that be if SA win that game and knock New Zealand out? Wow, that would be some story, eh?
They're playing in Ahmedabad, but I think SA would have had a bit of home ground advantage there, playing quite a bit of match in Ahmedabad. They would have
Absolutely.
had that
Yeah,
exposure.
that is
But I
why I
don't
think
think.
SA have an advantage in this group because, I mean, the first
Hmm.
3 games are in Ahmedabad, and I mean, even going
Yeah.
to Delhi, Delhi is a decent
Hmm.
pitch. It would definitely suit SA as well.
Hmm.
It's a good batting wicket. So SA have got
Okay.
some good pitches in this World Cup, eh?
I thought Delhi was going to be a bit of an interesting pitch. Had they played New Zealand, I would have fancied New Zealand because Delhi can turn a bit, but they're playing against UAE, and I would expect SA's prowess to get through UAE. So I think I think that the gods are with SA, yeah, the cricket gods.
Absolutely, yeah,
So
yeah.
we'll stick to SA and
So
yeah, I think it's SA Afghanistan, SA New Zealand, SA New Zealand, Afghanistan. Sorry, I meant to do it that way.
yeah, so I wanted to give you my 4 semi-finalists because I know
Oh, sure.
you're obviously going away next week, so I wanted to give it to you. I wanted to
Uh-huh.
reveal it, and I did say in the group there was one team that I wasn't going to have. I did
Yeah,
mention
New
it.
Zealand. I was
So
quite shocked.
yeah, so my 4 semi-finalists are SA, India, Australia, and England.
Ooh, interesting.
Hmm,
That's a bit interesting. Let me go through that fixture list. I tell you why. I want to see how they're doing this format because I'm a bit confused on this format here. Oh, they got a Super 8. Okay, that means it's. But how do Super 8s generally work? Is it like 2 groups of 4 from your
yeah, it's
experience?
probably 2 groups of 4. Yeah, and to be honest with you, that's when the tournament starts. You're going to see some
Okay.
really exciting cricket in the Super 8. I think for spectators, they can't wait for the Super 8.
Okay. Call me crazy, but just to add a bit of masala to this tournament, I'd love to see in the semi-finals India, Pakistan, South Africa, and hmm, and Australia. That's it for my
I'll take that.
semi-finals.
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's quite a decent. It's quite a decent top four for me as well. Yeah, brilliant. So both of us New
But
Zealand are
considering we
missing
have,
out.
sorry. Mhm.
So for both of us New Zealand are missing out in this tournament, in the semis. They're not going to make the semis.
Oh yeah, I forgot about New Zealand being in the semi-final. Oh yeah, okay, fine. Let's make it easier. Let's scratch out Australia because I'm tired of them being in semi-finals and finals. So we'll say India, Pakistan, South Africa, and New Zealand. How's that?
If I were to scratch out a team, I'll probably scratch out Australia as well and put Pakistan, India, Pakistan, South Africa, and England. How's that?
Awesome. Yeah, I know Australia will find a
Okay.
way to be in semi-finals. Okay, let's make these predictions more realistic. Let's add a bit of caveats to it. Okay, let's say India, Pakistan, Australia, and SA, or although I put Australia slash New Zealand. How would you do your slash?
Are you talking about the semi-finalists or?
Yeah. Semi-finals. Yeah, I'm just putting a slash in there because it could go either way. It's not going to be straight line
So I
semi-finals.
would go. I would probably go. Uh, SA,
Hmm.
India, definitely,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Australia slash Pakistan,
Okay.
and England slash Sri Lanka. Potentially, Sri Lanka could make it as well. Being having home conditions, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm. That's true, but for some reason I feel Sri Lanka will choke somewhere in the competition. That's why I don't see Sri Lanka for some reason. But it'd be nice for the crowds. I mean, God, but damn, they do need some good news. They do need some good results. It's just a shame they haven't made a playoff in so long.
Yeah, it's been a long time, eh? It's really, really been a long time for Sri Lanka. I think this is a tournament for them, Sid. Honestly speaking, I think it's
Hmm.
been a long time, as you said, that they made playoffs. I think the last was 2015, guys. I
Wow.
mean, that was such a long time ago. So I think this is a tournament where Sri Lanka can rise in the game. What do you think?
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I know on the experts on catch up, I saw that even they were saying this could be Sri Lanka's time to deliver in a tournament. They're mentioning on that experts one. I don't know if you watched it on DSTV.
Yeah, I'm actually going to watch a few podcasts, closer to the World Cup. So really exciting to see like what other guys think of the, tournament and who's going to be their semi-finals and see how much it differs from ours. So yeah, that's going to be really, really interesting.
Okay, let me just check something. I wanted to quickly check up Australia's venues because I think we were trying to debate that
I think
quickly.
they're
Let
playing
me
at
see that
Colombo, if
again.
I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
yeah, Australia's first venue is at Colombo. Ooh. Yeah. That's at Ireland. Okay, all right. Colombo is an interesting venue. Then they got Colombo again. So at least Australia have some familiarity on venues. That's Colombo twice. Then the third one that Palekele, and that's against Sri Lanka. Ooh, that could be fun. Okay, and then you'll have. Ooh, then you have Palekele again against Oman. Hmm. Nah, this should be Oman. That'd be really crazy if it couldn't beat Oman.
Yeah, as you said, I think if it's lottery pitches, I think Australia are in a bit of trouble, especially against Sri Lanka.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd like to. It'll be interesting to see what kind of pitches. But I think the pitches in Sri Lanka are going to be a lot more challenging, sir, than
Yeah.
India for me. For me, so it's going to be interesting, eh? It's going to be interesting. That is why this T20 series with England as well is going to be very interesting to see where Sri Lanka are as a team. You know,
Oh, I think we forgot to mention our predictions for the England and Sri Lanka T20 series. Let me
yeah, let's
see.
go for it. Let's go for it.
Trying to remember what was I thinking. How was Sri Lanka 2-1?
I would go. I would go England 2-1.
Okay, that's fun. All right. Anything else you'd like to add in before we wrap off?
I think there's an Australia and Pakistan T20 series this week, if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken. I don't know if you want
sure.
to
Let
go
me.
through that quickly.
Yeah, I don't mind. Just want to see if it's even on the list because I don't see it on ESPN. So unless that's coming very much later on, it's not on my database. Oh, you said it's,
Mhm.
oh, they're playing in Pakistan.
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
playing in Pakistan.
sure. Okay, let's add that in. Let's Google that quickly. Hmm. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. They are playing in
That's going to be
Pakistan on the
interesting, eh?
29th of Jan. Yeah, how many are
Hmm.
they playing? Oh, best of three. Hmm. What about it? There's a lot of cricket, as you said.
That's a
Okay,
lot of
I'm gonna
cricket,
go with
eh?
shit. Oh, excuse my language, viewers. Was swearing. I didn't realize that. Okay, I'm gonna go with. hmm, I know my head said Australia 2-1, but the heart is saying Pakistan 2-1. I'll go with the heart to say Pakistan 2-1.
I don't think it's a bad prediction. I would also go Pakistan 2-1 because I think in their home conditions they've been quite formidable in T20. So that's not a bad prediction at all. I'll also go Pakistan 2-1.
I'm surprised, not to be controversial, why they didn't allow the games to be played in Pakistan with the T20 World Cup. It would be nice to have diversity in venues. But again, also Sri Lanka, it rains a lot. Not that I'm trying to be a
Yeah,
doomsayer,
but
but it would have been nice to.
but did Pakistan host
Mhm.
the Champions Trophy last year? So they did have a tournament already.
Oh yeah, but then you see they had to
Yeah.
sacrifice some venues because of the politics,
Correct.
and then.
Because of the politics.
But I
Yeah.
don't, but I don't understand why Bangladesh could have hosted some matches in this T20 World Cup. Had they been allowed to host, they could have not had. We not have to witness all this tamasha happening.
Yeah, I mean, it's a disappointing thing at the moment, Bangladesh not being there. I mean, we can go on and on about it, but
Hmm.
it is what it is. Their stubbornness got them kicked out of the World Cup.
All right. Any final words? Since I think we've covered everything now.
I think we pretty much covered it. But what we will do,
Mhm.
I think we'll probably when we meet up again, we'll probably dissect the group games by then, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about the Super Eights.
Hmm. And then hopefully
Yeah,
UV will be back with us. I'm sure he will. We pretty much will give him a break
absolutely.
next
Yeah,
week. And then, all right,
yeah.
Avi.
So, guy,
Uh-huh.
yeah, man, enjoy
Let's
the trip and chat to you soon, buddy. Take
yeah,
care.
take care, man.
Cheers, man. Bye.
Cheers, man.